Hey guys, I'm Catherine. I'm a UX UI designer, and I wanted to just take a minute to quickly introduce myself, save you some time scrolling. If I had to use one word to describe myself, it would be dynamic, by which I mean that my interests are super varied, and for that reason, I have a very dynamic, or I guess unique journey of becoming a UX UI designer, and I would love to share a little bit about that with you today. When I was a kid, I was super interested in architecture and interior design. I actually spent most of my free time drawing blueprints and designing homes. Grandpa was an architect, and so I would sit in the back of his office and I had the huge draft paper and I would design homes and he would give me some tips. All the people in the office would give me tips, but they loved it, and it was so much fun. As I got older, everyone told me you have to be really good at math to be an architect, which I was not. So unfortunately, that crushed my dreams, and I decided to avoid that interest, and I went with my other interest at the time, which was languages. I love languages. I'm a polyglot. I speak quite a few different languages, and I just have a huge passion for them. I started studying in Germany and in Poland, trying to both strengthen my foreign languages, but I also wanted to teach English to people abroad while studying. So I studied different topics such as art history and international relations. While I was living in Poland, I started teaching English as a foreign language to both students and adults, and I just loved this. When I moved from Poland, I opened up my own English school, Eloquent English with Catherine, where I was teaching English as a foreign language remotely. I quickly realized that I needed a website. I fumbled around with different platforms, I guess, Wix and Squarespace and all these different things, and I guess they worked, but they weren't exactly what I wanted. At one point, I was mostly teaching classes, but then it became a master course and it became resources, and I needed a way for students to access this portal in a very user-friendly way, and I was struggling to find that in these platforms. I became really interested in UX design. I started researching it a lot. I started learning on my own, and I quickly realized that I was spending more time doing UX work for Eloquent English than I was teaching classes. So that was a huge hint to me that my personal interest and passion had kind of shifted more towards UX design than it was in teaching. I started to become even more interested. I utilized all the principles that I learned in my research to improve the site, and then I decided to get certified as a UX UI designer through CareerFoundry, which was really pivotal for me. It really taught me a lot, and I was able to take everything that I learned into Eloquent English. Following completing CareerFoundry, I have been able to work on a number of products. The one I'm most proud of would be Eloquent English, which is currently being developed, and the site revamp is going to be up soon later this year. I'm also currently a part of 2 volunteer projects for UX UI design, which I really love. It's a wonderful way for me to contribute something to the community. One of them is called MomFlex, which is an app that provides a bunch of resources for single moms. The other is called Positive Psychology, which helps people maintain and keep track of their mental health. These are 2 projects I'm really excited about and I've loved contributing to. I would love to be a part of your team and to contribute everything that I've learned in UX UI design. I am currently finishing up my bachelor's degree in artificial intelligence, which I will be done with soon. I have learned so much through doing that. I have been loving it, and I'm doing that through the International University of Applied Sciences, which is based in Berlin. That's a little bit about me. Other than my education and my background, I guess a few things about me. One, I already said I'm a polyglot, something I'm super proud of. I love languages. I am also a huge boxer. You may not think that, but I love to box. I'm also a massive Rocky fan, but also Sylvester Stallone in general. I've watched all of his movies and I'm a huge Stallone fan. I'm also obsessed with coffee. I'm not a barista, but I have an espresso machine and I make my own coffee and I'm really good at it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm working on the latte art. I'm not super good at it, but I'm getting better and I can do the heart. So I would consider myself, I love music. I always have music going on. I don't know. I think it sparks creativity and interest. I'm a huge Chelsea Cutler fan. Also Gracie Abrams. I'm a huge Gracie Abrams, if you know who she is. Those are a few things about me. I would love to hear from you. I'd love to have a conversation. I love being an ally for users. I would love to contribute to your team and to bring my organizational skills, my design skills, and everything that I've learned over the past few years to contribute to what you are working on. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to hear from you soon, and bye.